Hi Carolina, Robbie Johnson here in the beautiful Crystal Coast area of North Carolina in Emerald Isle. We're at Brad Styron's Playa Graphics and Brad Styron Photography. He's going to be having the grand opening of his new art gallery, and we're going to go inside and talk to Brad and see what this is all about.
Oh Lord, who is that?
Mr. Styron!
Robbie Johnson.
Good to see you, my friend.
All right.
Brad, we're up here for your grand opening of your new art gallery, and tell people a little bit about Playa Graphics. And I know all the surfers know about Brad Styron Photography. You've been one of the top East Coast photographers, and I think the best photographer in the Carolinas, but that's my opinion, and I stand by it. But
I appreciate it.
Tell us about what you got going on here, Brad. This is pretty exciting. You have a beautiful, beautiful facility and a great location.
Yeah, I love the location. It's great. I got a nice view. I can see everybody that goes by. Nice boardwalk or bike path. And I've been working real hard to get my floor in and get this prints on the wall so I can concentrate on actual work. So I put everything aside for a month, and I've done all this for a month.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, well, tell us what's happening here. Now, we're only about 30 minutes away from the opening of the gallery, or when people are going to be coming by. So tell us what you got going on here today.
Today is the grand opening of this gallery, celebrating getting the prints on the wall. Of course, Playa Graphics has been around for 6 years now, and that's still doing great. My next door neighbor, his grand opening as well. We're at Black Crow Studio. His name is Ian Cartwright, so be sure to go next door and check him out.
Brad, let me ask you something. I'm looking at this stuff is beautiful. And tell us about, now this is a print, obviously a photo you've taken, and you've done this on, this particular is on canvas. I guess most of this is on canvas. I mean, this is art. Can you tell us how this came about?
Yep, I was sitting the other night contemplating what to put in this piece. I had already picked out one of the panoramic of the point, and I've already sold one, and I wanted to do something that nobody's ever seen before. Nobody's even seen this wave picture before, I don't think. So.
Well, now who did this? Did you do this?
Yes. So I took one of my pictures that I took in the water, and I painted it in the computer.
Wow, it's beautiful. That is incredible. Okay, and again, this is your typical traditional canvas. Is this a G-clay?
Yes,
people call it G-clay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and I'm looking here, and I love the way you've done, I don't know if there's a name for this, the way you've put this in pieces.
A triptych.
Say that again?
A triptych.
Okay, gotcha. All right, now I'm looking at this. This is different. Tell us what this is right here.
That is a metal print. The ink is dye sublimated into the metal. It has a special coating that accepts ink, and when it hits 400 degrees, the ink transfers from paper onto the substrate.
It's beautiful. Absolutely.
It's a new process, and it's a brushed aluminum, so the brushed part of the aluminum shows through the ink, and it gives it a holographic kind of pearlescent effect.
It's beautiful, and certainly unlike, it doesn't have glass over it, so it's just open. It's clean and neat to hang.
It's pretty tough with scratch resistance. I'm pretty sure it's...
So if a kid comes up and puts their fingers on it, you just wipe it right off.
It's waterproof. You can clean it.
Brad, here's one of my favorite photos of all time, and I remember when we ran this in Surf Carolina, it got so many comments and there was so much talk about this photo. This is really one of the prettiest photos I've ever seen. Tell me a little bit about this particular image and how you got it.
Yeah, this came about on a surf trip going to the island in the boat, and we always
tell us what island.
Shackelford.
Okay, Shackelford Banks. Go ahead.
So we put the boat in the water and go around, and that morning I got a phone call from a friend of mine that says, "You got to see the sun. It's absolutely beautiful." And I saw it coming over the Atlantic Beach Bridge, and I didn't think I'd catch it, but by the time I got in the boat, it was absolutely perfect. So I shot this from my boat without a tripod, and I shot using bracketing in the camera where we take 3 pictures. We overexpose, a normal exposure, and then a 2 stops underexpose. And the overexposed gets all the shadows exposed properly, and the 2 stops under gets all the clouds and the sun rays. and then we merge them all together. And it's called a high dynamic range photo. And then
Brad, it's a beautiful image. There's no question about it. I mean, I've never heard so many comments on a photo in my life, and I'm sure this is one of your top sellers, and I think this one will probably go tonight.
It was a very tricky photo to capture. I tried it 3 or 4 times. I was in a boat. The boat was moving.
And any photographer knows how hard that is to accomplish or to capture.
I had to hold my breath and fire the camera 3 shots to get 3 that are perfectly aligned so I could pull it off.
Okay, what is this? Tell us what this building is.
It's an old shad factory. They used to clean the shad, and I think they would use the oils in the menhaden to make perfume.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, we're going to look around, and I guess, is this more of the metal?
Yep, that's a metal print.
And this Emerald Isle Bridge?
Yeah,
the
that's
shrimp
the
boat?
Isle Bridge. I caught it out in the boat having fun one day, and I just happened to have my camera, and I looked back and pulled my camera out and got a nice picture with it.
Okay, and these shrimp boats, again, on canvas. Where was this?
This is in Swansboro, Borough,
Okay.
right between the 2 bridges. It's Clyde Phillips shrimp.
Okay, I gotcha. I saw that today on the way up here. Now here again is the canvas prints, 3 put together. This is a shot taken from the water. I'm assuming this is right beside a boat inlet pier.
Yep, looking out at the point right here.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
this is my most popular wave shot today. I went out with the intention of getting the sun right in the curl, and I just happened to get lucky.
Wow, it's a great image. I'll show you another great image. Here we're going back up to the metal, to the aluminum, the metal art. And this is just the marsh, I'm assuming, again, here on the Crystal Coast somewhere. I don't know that the video is going to show this, but this photo is beautiful with the rays of light coming down through the clouds.
I got this photo the same day as the shrimp boat.
Okay,
and the
wow.
bridge. It was coming in from the boat. We got it the same day.
Okay, I'm looking at an image. I know where this is. This is spectacular. How big is this print, Brad? This is a large print.
It's 2 feet tall and 6 feet long.
Wow. Now, would this be beautiful over a fireplace or,
Yeah, or couch.
or on a big wall, over behind a couch? This is truly art. This is not just photographs. This would enhance the beauty or the decor of any home, from the meekest home to the most extravagant house on the waterway. Tell us where this is, Brad.
This is Shackford Banks. On a morning, there was probably 100 surfers in the water, so I'm real happy that I got a shot with nobody in the lineup.
That's one that got away for sure, huh? That's beautiful. So you were in the water.
Yes.
What lens were you shooting?
I was shooting with the 50mm inside of SPL water housing.
Okay, it's a beautiful image. Well, Brad, you got a great location, a beautiful store here. And folks, really, I know you've seen Brad's photos for many years. He's a senior photographer, chief photographer for Surf Carolina. His works have appeared in pretty much every publication in the surf industry. Certainly Surfer Surfing, Trans World Surf, Surfline, you name it. Brad's had his images out there. And Brad, we look forward to seeing more from you. We know you moved down to Florida for a while, and I know you got to be just stoked to be back home.
I'm so happy to be back home, and I have my gallery just the way I wanted it. You remember a few years ago when you came into my other shop, and you could see the intentions I had, and it was nowhere near this quality.
Well, Brad, you should be very proud of this. Okay, we're going to look at something I just saw behind you before we wrap this up. First, I love this image. Is this boat inlet pier?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how you got this shot. Is this high dynamic range as well?
That's another HDR photo. It was a sunset. I think it might have been October, November range. And I used the wide angle 10mm lens to get the sun and the pier all in one shot. And I love the sand and the tire tracks.
I do too. Great detail in the sand.
Yeah.
Now, what's something like this sell for, Brad? This particular piece is
That's
yes, $50.
Yeah, I keep my prices pretty reasonable.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is folks. You got to get in Playa Graphics and Brad Styron Photography. That's amazing. Here's another piece in a beautiful wooden frame for $50. This is a sunset, I assume, here in the Crystal Coast.
Point, in Rhode Island Point.
That's spectacular. Now, I think I know where this shot of Kelly Slater was taken. This is spectacular. That's a cover shot on any magazine. Brad, was this at Trestles in California?
Yes, this was 2008, the Boost Mobile Pro. That's when Kelly pretty much clinched his 9th world title.
And I got a feeling the people of the Carolinas and around the country and world for that matter would like to know how you do this. So we're now out of the studio back into your actual production area. I'm going to shut up, believe it or not, and listen to you.
All right, this is my 54-inch eco-solvent printer. It prints outdoor ink that's 4-year durable. So I can print on all my materials, canvas, paper, vinyl, vehicle wraps, all that with one machine. So I'm limited in space, so it works really well to have a nice machine with a lot of width. And then I have a plotter right here that I pull out that I can do vinyl lettering for doors and businesses and trucks, and just your everyday plumber wants some lettering on their vehicle.
Right. Boat wraps as well?
This one just cuts.
Oh, okay.
This one would be a boat wrap.
But the point is you do that. You can wrap anything pretty much, huh?
Pretty much. And then this is the laminator, so once we print it off of this machine, we let it dry for 24 hours and then put it in the laminator and puts a clear film protectant over the print, and it protects it from scratches, and actually has a UV protectant in it as well. So, and then this is my work area where I put things together, my cutting and sawing or whatnot.
Gotcha. Pretty nice little workstation. Looks like you got you a new computer here, Mr. Styron.
Yeah, I just got a new computer. My laptop bit the dust about a month ago, so I'm real happy. I've been wanting a new iMac for a very long time, and I'm able to.
This is the 27, you said?
Yes.
Sweet, I want one.
All right, well.
Turn your head and I'll just carry that thing right on out of the store, okay? Brad can also transform your old faded or dinged surfboard into a showroom new stick with his surfboard skins. Check this out.
This is my latest piece. I made it for a display to show people what I can do with surfboard skins. It's a graphic that is applied to the board, and you can see before
Okay.
and after.
Wow, that's really amazing work, Brad. I mean, it looks like a brand new surfboard.
Yeah.
And even there's some pressure dings that hardly show. And it looks like is this waterproof material?
Yeah, it's the same material we use on vehicle wraps, boat wraps, any kind of wrap really.
So if you've got some little dings that haven't been repaired, this will actually water seal that.
I
Huh?
have one in here that went right over it, and there's one right there we went right over.
Well, I picked this board up and looked at it, and it's really smooth. There's no bubbles in it. It wraps perfectly. I don't know how you do this, but it's really a remarkable job. And for people that might have an older surfboard, this makes it look like a new one, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait to get my old board wrapped. That's starting to turn yellow, so I'm going to wrap it out and go around it.
Brad, give me an idea of what something like this would cost.
Most wraps are about starting at $75 and going on up.
Now, is that both sides of the surfboard?
No, it would be just the deck part. To the rails, like an inlay, all the way around. And then if you wanted to do both top and bottom is $150. If you wanted to do all the way around where you do the rails like a full wrap, that would be like $250.
This would be great for like a board that's been yellowed, been in the sun, that's still very surfable, rideable, has many years of use. It just make it look like a new surfboard.
Yeah, I've done a lot of shops for displays, promotional use. People in their garage, they love to put it in there with their favorite team, whether it's NC State or I did one a few weeks ago with NC State versus ECU Pirates.
Okay.
It was like a clash with it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, now, in addition to your surf photography, your graphics on vehicles, which I've seen that work, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful work, as good as anything I've seen anywhere. You're also doing beach portraits here in Emerald Isle and weddings, right?
Yep, this year was my first year starting to go out and do some people photography, and I've been shooting for 10 years, and this has been, now I'm confident enough that I can go out and do that. It's taken me a long time to get to that point.
Okay, Brad, how can people reach you?
They can reach me on bradstyron.com. I have bradstyronphotography.com. I have plygraphics.com and surfboardskins.com.
Okay, what's your phone number here again?
It's 252-515-0004.
Okay, that's it, Carolina. Stop by and check out Brad Styron or check him online. It's great work. We know you'll love it. And Brad's a great guy, so check him out here if you're ever on the beautiful Crystal Coast of North Carolina.